What they do, Jones crew, it's your girl Crystal, and I'm back at you again with another lit video. You already know the vibes. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell as well so you never miss a video. Guys, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation. Don't mind the selfie pic of me right there to the left. Guys, I do have to customize my content when it is reused content, okay? So just enjoy that little selfie of your girl, okay? But I ain't gonna hold you, y'all. We gonna get right on into it. Today we gonna be talking about Takeoff's killer, Takeoff's alleged killer. Allegedly, this is the man who shot Takeoff. We all know he is in custody. This is Mr. Patrick Clark right here, and I do have an update on his court case. Okay, he went to court yesterday, and you best believe I got the rundown. So Houston's local ABC 13 News posted deadly shooting, Takeoff's alleged killers, bond has been reduced after Wednesday's hearing, and it's expected to go down again. Okay, so Houston, Texas, the man accused of killing Grammy-nominated rapper Takeoff went before a judge Wednesday asking for his $2 million bond to be reduced to $100,000. While he didn't get it lowered to $100,000, his bond did get lowered. The 33-year-old is charged with murder for the shooting death of Kari Ball, known professionally as Takeoff, a member of the hip-hop trio's Migos. Clark's bond was lowered to $1 million and could be reduced again, but the judge on his case, Josh Hill, said he needs some answers to some questions. Hill said he believes Clark may be a flight risk and requested a deep dive into the suspect's personal finances. He wants to understand why Clark cannot post bond, yet was recorded on a jail phone call saying the $2 million was doable. The judge is also requiring that Clark wear GPS monitoring that would immediately alert the court if bond conditions were violated. ABC 13 was there to listen to witnesses take the stand, trying to paint a picture of Clark that shows he comes from a loving and law-abiding family. It appeared his entire family was in court on Wednesday. We learned that Clark's father is some sort of software engineer for Johnson Space Center, and his mother is a retired HISD employee. The defense claimed Clark still lives with his parents at home in Channelview and is taking one class at Houston's community college. Clark is the second of three siblings. Joseph Clark, the suspect's father, said he is willing to put the family's home up as collateral if his son's bond is lowered. In addition, the whole family will co-sign a bond issued from a bondsman if lowered, which Mark Metz, a bail bondsman, said the family has already taken care of. So, guys, you can see his family is willing to do anything to get him out. It also says Takeoff was shot to death in the early morning hours of November 1st outside a bowling alley in downtown Houston. Police said he was in a crowd of people and an innocent bystander near an argument over a dice game, which we already know. Okay, detectives on the case allege Clark had a gun in one hand and a wine bottle in the other when he was caught on camera firing his weapon. Those bullets allegedly struck Takeoff. Fingerprints on that wine bottle are what detectives say helped identify Clark to authorities. They went on to say that Clark searched for information about the case online and also searched his name and age in relation to the case. His attorney claims he did not know he was the prime suspect of the rapper's death. It is extremely excessive. We did some research, and what we determined was the average median income for a citizen in Harris County is around $60,000 to $65,000, Letitia Quinonez, Clark's attorney, told ABC 13 Monday night. Additionally, defendants similarly situated as Mr. Clark do not have a $2 million bond. do not have $2 million. Quinone surrenders Clark's passport on the Wednesday that he was arrested. The state asked for a high bond, claiming that Clark was a flight risk who planned to flee to Mexico after obtaining an expedited passport. Prosecutors believe he is also in danger to the community. Jim Willis, a private investigator who was hired on Clark's team, was also in court on Wednesday. He said the ticket to Mexico was canceled a few days before Clark's arrest. The suspect was allegedly taking that trip with his sister and her friends. During the bond reduction hearing, a timeline was laid out detailing Clark's effort to obtain an expedited passport. His father testified that this past summer, the family discussed taking a trip together, but he became ill, so they did not go. A receipt entered into evidence dated September 6th shows that Clark's father paid to obtain a copy of his and his son's birth certificates. A birth certificate is required to obtain a passport. In the early morning hours of November 1st, Takeoff was shot and killed. As we all know, drop your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on this situation, guys. It also goes on to say on November 21st, Clark purchased a Southwest flight to Cancun. According to Willis, a flight itinerary is required to obtain a expedited passport. Detectives on the case claim he searched online for a fake plane ticket before purchasing a real one, which they flagged as a case for concern. So clearly what they're stating here, they're arguing that he's a flight risk is the reason why they don't want to lower his bond, because they think he's going to flee. Now, it also goes on to say after requesting the expedited passport, authorities testified on November 29th, Clark canceled his flight. On December 1st, after learning he had picked up the passport, authorities arrested Clark. Clark's defense team claimed he was trying to lease an apartment in the days prior to his arrest, raising the questions of whether this was an act someone who is trying to flee the country would do. No matter how you look at it, this is a tragedy, Quinoa says, and that's his lawyer. In a search warrant released last week, police cited video and forensic evidence that led to the murder charge against Clark. Read the full warrant down below. Now, guys, you can go ahead and find that warrant on abc13.com, which is a local Houston news station. Now, as we all heard when I read that article, that the judge actually heard Clark on a conversation in jail. Okay, you know those conversations are recorded, guys. When he was on a phone call in jail, he was telling someone that he could post the bond at $2 million. So that's why the judge will not reduce his bond to $100,000, because he was caught on the phone stating that he can pay the bond. Okay, now we also just read that his family is very well off. His father works for the Johnson Space Station and his mother is retired as well. So they have the means and the funds to bond him out of jail. So the judge did reduce his bond down from $2 million down to $1 million. And he does have another court date set again for a bond reduction. It's said that his bond will be further reduced from $1 million, but we don't know how low the judge is going to in fact lower that bond. So stay tuned. I'll make sure I keep you guys updated on that, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying your holidays, spending this time with your family and your loved ones, guys. I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Help motivate me to keep pushing this content out for you guys, because I tell you, YouTube is not making it easy for us content creators. I'll see you next time. Bye.